It is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! As we get to watch two exciting decks in Rokket Dragon Link versus ABC. And for the people that want to know, hey Callie, what about this Matt? Where do you get it from? What about deck profiles? I'll leave all of the details down below in the comment section. Let's focus on this game. As ABC is going to start off by normal summoning Silver Gadget, using the effect of Silver Gadget to special summon Sea Crush Wyvern, and then immediately use those cards for a link. Those two monsters will be used to be able to link summon into the new card out of the Duel Overload set in Union Carrier, triggering the effect of Sea Crush Wyvern to be able to special summon a Assault Core to the side of the field. And now Union Carrier will trigger its effect to equip a B-Buster Drake to the A Assault Core. Now this is actually really good. Union Carrier does provide an outlet when you don't draw your B-Buster Drake to actually get the third part you need. Those three monsters will be used for a, not necessarily a fusion summon, but a special summon of ABC Dragon Buster. ABC is going to go ahead and pass its turn by setting one card face down, and that's going to be all for ABC. Players would think that this is not the best hand or the best board, and that's correct for ABC. The deck can do so much more, but it's actually really relieving to know that even in some of the worst hands, opening AC and a gadget, you can still make that Dragon Buster that the deck wants. Now, Starleaf Sefard is going to find its way to be normal summoned by Rokket Dragon Link, and ABC isn't going to use the effect of Dragon Buster to banish the Sefard, which is actually one of the choke points of Rokket. Now, granted, they have quite a few extenders if they actually do have other ways to summon 4 dragons to their side of the field, then they'll be able to go full combo even without the Sefard. ABC seems to be playing it safe, but it's going to cost them. Sefard's going to fetch the Rokket Tracer, as Rokket is already going to have the Black Dragon Calip Serpent. Following up, they're going to activate Boot Sector Launch, using its effect to special summon said Rokket Tracer and a Silver Rokket Dragon to their side of the field. Using both Black Dragon Calip Serpent and the Silver Rokket, they're going to go ahead and link summon straight into the Heretic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. Now, Rockets tend to have a drawback on their effects. The Rokket Tracer being one of the best cards. If it does use its effect to special summon by destroying a card, you are locked into summoning Dark Monsters, so it's really important that you make your Heretic Seal if you can before you use Rokket Tracer's effect. It looks like they're going to be able to search the White Dragon off of the Black Dragon effect, and then Rokket Tracer is going to activate its effect, destroying the field spell to be able to special summon another Rokket monster to the side of the field. That monster is going to be Magna Rokket Dragon, and voila, ladies and gentlemen, you have your 4 dragons. 2 were made for Heretic Seal of Heavenly Spheres, and now these 2 monsters are going to be used into link summons. The Magna Rokket is going to be used for a link summon into Guard Dragon LP, and then the Rokket Tracer is going to be used for a link summon into Striker Dragon, not Guard Dragon Pisty. But it looks like ABC does have a response, as Nibiru is going to be activated. ABC Dragon Buster being able to activate its effect, discarding said Nibiru to banish the Heretic Seal. So as chain links resolve backwards, ABC Dragon Buster is then going to activate its last effect to special summon all 3 monsters, and everything gets tributed by Nibiru. That is crazy. And since Nibiru wasn't able to summon itself to the side of the field, it looks like Rokket won't be able to gain a token. B-Buster Drake and A Assault Core will allow ABC to search more cards, and since Striker Dragon was summoned to the side of the field, Rokket will be able to add that second copy of, the other copy of Boot Sector Launch from their deck to the hand. ABC cards of choice is going to be another B-Buster Drake and a Union Carrier, so these decks are both really ready to still play some really good Yu-Gi-Oh! And while I'm here, I actually want to give a shout out to all of my judges and all of my editors. Seriously, you guys, you are freaking awesome. Videos would not be able to be as great without you guys. Mad shout out to every single one of you guys. Rokket is going to go ahead and banish 3 Dark Dragons to special summon Chaos Dragon Levianeer to the side of the field, using the effect of Levianeer to rip a card out of ABC's hand. If they do hit the Union Carrier, then this will be an interesting situation for ABC, as now they don't have 2 monsters unless they were able to draw a gadget or whatnot. So the Levianeer actually won't be able to attack. It can't attack due to its effect. If it does use its card effect, it obviously won't be able to declare an attack for the rest of the turn. And ultimately, the only thing Rokket wanted to do was disrupt ABC after ABC used the Nibiru combo with ABC Dragon Buster to completely ruin Rocket's board. they're going to go ahead and pass it right back to ABC. Do they still have the Union Carrier? It looks like they do. Heavy Mech Support Armor, not Union Carrier, my apologies, to be able to special summon 8 Assault Core back to the side of the field. And it looks like Transmodify is going to be used on the Heavy Mech Support Armor, sending the armor to the graveyard to be able to summon the Bee-Buster Drake that was shuffled back into the deck due to Chaos Dragon Levianeer's effect. It looks like both of those monsters will be used for a Link summon, and that will make IP Masquerena. That's going to trigger both A and B's effect. A's effect will add the Union Carrier back to the hand, and B's effect will search a Sea Crush Wyvern from the deck to the hand. It looks like both of these strategies are really ready to go in for another round of excitingness, as A, B, and C will be banished yet again to special summon ABC Dragon Buster to the side of the field. This is freaking crazy how ABC can completely bounce back from even their board being broken and still being able to make that ABC Dragon Buster, discarding that Sea Crush Wyvern to banish the Chaos Dragon Levianeer. That seemed to be the only problem. They're going to inflict 3,800 damage into Rocket's life points, and that's going to bring them down to 4,200. Whoa, this is crazy how ABC just are able to surmount a comeback. But let's see what Rockets have on their end if they're able to rebuttal and possibly break Dragon Buster's board. As it so currently looks, ABC Dragon Buster can disrupt by discarding a card from the hand to banish a card on the field, but also it'll be able to tribute itself to special summon 3 monsters to the side of the field, and that's where IP Masquerena comes in. No longer the Deco Talker route, IP Masquerena can actually link off all of the monsters onto the field to make a new monster which could have devastating effects. So it looks like Rokket will need to get back into this game somehow. They're going to go ahead and start off by activating Boot Sector Launch, using its effect to special summon 2 monsters from the graveyard, but ABC Dragon Buster is going to trigger its effect, discarding the Heavy Mech Support Armor to get rid of the Boot Sector Launch. Now ABC Dragon Buster is going to chain its effect to special summon 3, and during the resolution of those card effects, IP Masquerena will use her effect before we go into open game state to link all 4 monsters off into a 4 negation Apollosa. Was that just a 5 disruption board? Wow, that actually gets you advantage back. There aren't any 5 disruption boards that you guys will ever see in Yu-Gi-Oh! Currently that will get you advantage. Literally, just add cards from your deck to your hand just from making those type of disruptions, unless it is ABC. Being able to add a B and a Heavy Mech Support Armor from the deck to the hand, it looks like ABC is in a prime position to make another run if they do get rid of the 4 negate Apollosa. Dragons not backing down to the challenge. It looks like they're going to go ahead and special summon White Dragon Wyvern Buster to their side of the field, and then normal summon Metal Rokket Dragon. Now they can continue to go on with some play as they're going to activate Quick Launch to be able to special summon a monster from their deck to their side of the field. We can already guess what monster would that be. That's going to be Rocket Tracer, but unfortunately for them, Super Polymerization is activated on ABC's side, fusing both of the Dark Dragon monsters for a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Rockets can no longer play this game. This is over. Going into game 2, ABC showing you how it can actually make a board, have its board break its own board, and make 5 negations with another disruption on top. Rockets are going to go ahead and start off by shotgunning the Boot Sector Launch to special summon both Rocket Tracer to their side of the field, or just Rocket Tracer, using Tracer to destroy the Boot Sector Launch to be able to special summon a Dark Dragon. This does not bode well for the Rocket strategy, as they do like to get Romulus or a Heretic monster, the Heretic Link, to their side of the field, which are not dark monsters. So that isn't that good for them right now, but they're going to get a Silver Rocket Dragon to their side of the field, and it's I guess they can make Striker Dragon to search another Boot Sector, even though that doesn't do much for them. It's not a good spot to be in, but they'll go ahead and double link both of those monsters away into a Beat Cop, maybe? No, it looks like they're going to go straight into the Draco Berserker of Tenye, which is an amazing card. And then they're going to normal summon the Quacky Miru Draco. Oh, wow. For people that don't know, Nibiru Draco prevents the summon of light and dark monsters as long as it's on the field, revealing the Rokket Tracer during the end phase for the maintenance of the Draco. ABC are in a pretty tough spot seeing that all of their deck is light. They won't be able to Nibiru the opponent if the opponent decides to pop off. They won't be able to do much of anything as Pot of Desires is going to be activated. ABC looking into those cards. Super Poly is also not applicable, as not only would it possibly summon a dark monster if Draco was a target, there's no targets for it to be made. So this is a really interesting spot for ABC. They do have some main boarded outs, so they could be able to get over this Draco situation, but did they draw them with 6 cards plus a Pot of Desires in their hand? It looks like they're going to be able to activate Union Hanger. That will allow them to add a obvious Union monster from their decks to their hands. They're going to add the 8 Assault Core. Not a bad idea. Using the effect of Union Hanger, they're going to equip the Bee-Buster Drake to the 8 Assault Core, and yeah, the problem with this particular situation is that Draco, Berserker of Tenye, will banish the Bee-Buster Drake. Will Bee-Buster Drake still be able to gain its effect? Yes, but ABC will lose a critical component in the graveyard to be able to make ABC Dragon Buster. So A Assault Core will crash into the Draco, and Bee-Buster Drake will protect the A Assault Core, but no effect of Bee-Buster Drake, as ABC is pretty scared to lose that and lose one of its critical pieces to making the ABC Dragon Buster. Really unfortunate by ABC, but Rokket is going to play on normal summoning that Rokket Tracer to their side of the field, and then special summoning Router Dragon to their side of the field as well. This could actually have the makings of a pretty deep combo if Rockets decide to play this right, and I think they are, as they're going to go ahead and use the Rokket Tracer's effect. No, it looks like, no, Rokket Tracer, no, it can't be used to destroy itself, or it could be, but that's not their route. They're going to link summon into a Striker Dragon and use the effect of Striker Dragon to be able to add a spell card. You know, obviously, you guys should already know what spell card they're going to be adding from their decks to their hand. And they're in a pretty decent spot. Hypothetically, if they can follow up with some other card effects, they can go full combo, which is pretty good. Using the Observator and the Striker Dragon for a link summon. They're going to go ahead and follow up into Heretic Seal, maybe? Heretic Seal would be a good bet. They're not locked into dark monsters, and that's going to be the card that they make. Even if they do get Nibiru right here and now, Heretic Seal could special summon an additional dragon, and depending on the rest of their hand sequence, they could actually still pop off. This deck is pretty resilient to certain hand traps. So, Observator is going to search Rokket Tracer. And then Boot Sector Launch is going to activate the special summon Rokket Tracer. Rokket Tracer to destroy Boot Sector. And yes, it looks like the deck has full combo, as they'll be able to special summon a Rokket monster to their side of the field. It's going to be Silver Rokket, and the deck is going to be able to pop off using the Silver Rokket for a link. They're going to go ahead and make that Guard Dragon LP. I'm sorry, the Rokket Tracer. And now the Silver Rokket for a link. They're going to make that Striker Dragon. So now LP will be able to use its effect to be able to special summon Black Metal Dragon to where both Striker Dragon and Heretic Seal point to. And now you guys should already know the combo by now. It's pretty simple. The deck is really good at doing it, or maybe you don't, but it looks like Rockets are actually going to defer from this combo. They're going to go ahead and use 4 monsters for a link summon, including the Black Dragon, the Heretic Seal, and the LP into World Sword Dragon, triggering the effect of Black Metal Dragon. They'll be able to add a obvious Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon from their deck to their hands. And whoa, it looks like Rockets forget the combo. They're going to go for a game. Having the Draco, Berserker of Tenye, the Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and the Pearl Sword is more than enough damage. ABC is going to go ahead and start off their turn with Pot of Desires, but it's met with an Ash Blossom in Joyous Spring. It looks like ABC is going to banish 10 cards from the top of the deck for nothing. But no, it looks like they have the counter in Called by the Grave, banishing the Ash Blossom in Joyous Spring. ABC is quite weak to hand traps, so it's definitely one of the strategies that you want to have cards like Called by the Grave to prevent your opponent from preventing you from do things, because one hand trap can ruin your day. Now, it's really exciting to see what ABC can do. Hopefully they can make a better combo, or just as good as a combo, because even with not so great of a hand, they were able to make a board to get them a W. Going into game 2, they were pretty much shut out from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So their hand could have been godly, but we don't know. The Draco completely prevented them and floodgated them out of the game. ABC is going to then follow up with the Foolish Burial, sending Buster Drake and then Union Hanger to be able to add a Union Carrier. Why do I keep calling this card Union Carrier? It's heavy mech support platform. From the deck to the hand. And now Union Carrier will be normal summon more than likely, and it'll trigger both Union Hanger and heavy mechs as effects, with Union Hanger being Chain Link 2, Heavy Mech being Chain Link 1 to spell summon that Buster Drake, and they'll be able to attach a C or a B to the Union Carrier. So it looks like an A Assault Core, not a C or a B. You guys know what I meant. They could equip a B. They can equip either through any of them to the Union Carrier itself. But it looks like both those monsters are going to be used to make a Platinum Gadget. Using the effect of Buster Drake and A Assault Core, Buster Drake will be able to search a Sea Crush Wyvern. A Assault Core will add that heavy mech support platform back from the graveyard to the hand. And now Platinum Gadget's time to shine. It's going to activate its effect to be able to special summon that Sea Crush Wyvern to the side of the field. No! It looks like it's going to special summon that Silver Gadget to special summon the Sea Crush Wyvern. So it looks like IP Masquerena is going to be the card of choice. It's going to be made off of both of those monsters. And that card is stupid deadly, as IP Masquerena and ABC Dragon Buster pair up for 5 disruptions, being able to banish an opponent's card, as well as, you guys should already know, have 4 negations with recursions on the field. ABC must be really happy with the current board that it has, as this is a pretty solid opening board. Passing it right back to Rokket, they're going to go ahead and start off their play by activating the Cosmic Cyclone, paying 1,000 life points to banish the Union Hanger. If it were left on the field, it could be problematic, as it would be more advantage for ABC when they do tag out and use the IP Masquerena. It looks like Rokket is going to go ahead and follow up by using that Dragon Shrine to be able to send a dragon monster from the deck to the graveyard. We know that this deck plays no normal monsters, so it won't be able to gain that double effect. And we can't kind of see exactly what the card sent to the graveyard is. So unfortunately, we don't have, a card on the screen to show you guys, but it looks like it is going to be Observator Dragon. The logical choice will be Observator Dragon, as Silver Rokket is going to be added from the deck to the hand. With that information in mind, ABC knows that that Rokket Tracer is already in hand and has to figure out a way around it. Rokket does have quite a few options, knowing, or at least we feel Rokket has at least 2 Rockets in hand. They're going to go ahead and follow that up by activating Boot Sector Launch, using its effect to be able to special summon Rokket Tracer that we just saw, but Buster Dragon is going to chain its effect to Boot Sector Launch, discarding a card to banish Sector, and then ABC Dragon Buster is going to use its other effect to be able to special summon both A, B, and C on the Resolution. IP Masquerena used to link all 4 monsters off into that 4 disruption. That is right, Behemoth of a card and Apollosa. So that's going to obviously trigger the effects of B and A. They're going to go ahead and add that heavy mech support platform back from the graveyard to the hand. And then they are going to use the effect of Buster Drake to be able to search another Buster Drake, meaning that once the heavy mech support platform does follow up, it'll be able to summon Sea Crush Wyvern. Then when those monsters you link off, they'll be able to make the Buster Drake to their side of the field to search the A. And if they linked off into a card, I don't know, that could potentially discard a card, they can make another Buster Dragon. 2 Buster Dragons to follow up. Rokket is going to go ahead and normal summon Rokket Tracer, using the effect of Quick Launch, and then Rokket Tracer to follow up. It looks like ABC is in a really tight spot. Do they negate the Rokket Tracer and get mowed over by 3 monsters that can eventually make super combos? No, it looks like Apollosa is going to use its effects to negate the Rokket Tracer effect, but since it does not destroy, it looks like Rockets are going to wind up with 2 monsters anyways. They'll be able to special summon that next Silver Rokket from their deck to their side of the field. And since Apollosa is weak enough, maybe ABC didn't think that through. I'm trying to figure out the 3 monster that could get over the Apollosa, or the Tenye plus the additional monster. they're going to use both of the monsters that they have left for a link summon, or I apologize, a synchro summon into Draker, Berserker, and Tinye. Now, this Master Rule 5 is really fun because you're not, you know, dedicated to links unless you're playing a link deck. And you can just summon Draco, Berserker, and Tinye wherever you want. Berserker is going to attack into the Apollosa and then into the Platinum Gadget, inflicting some massive damage, but that's not going to stop Platinum Gadget's effect from triggering. It will be able to special summon a Gadget monster from the deck to the side of the field. Who knew that Platinum Gadget would actually be really good at ABC because you can get its other effects. Gold Gadget's going to summon itself and then trigger its effect to be able to special summon a monster from the hand to the side of the field. It looks like Draker, Berserker of the Tinye will respond by banishing the Gold Gadget. It's actually just going to go ahead and special summon a Silver Gadget, and Silver Gadget will be able to activate its effect to be able to special summon Buster Drake. So it looks like ABC is priming itself in a really good spot to still be able to pop off and do whatever it wants to, regardless of the Draker, Berserker of Tinye. Rocket's going to go ahead and shuffle their deck, pass their turn after ABC hands off their deck and pass their turn. Who knew that ABC was playing so much Yu-Gi-Oh! On the opponent's turn that Rokket would have to shuffle ABC's deck? This is kind of crazy. Passing it right back to ABC. Looking for that opportunity. ABC does have heavy mech support armor, and it looks like they happen to have top decked a Union Hanger, or maybe had it in their hand, who knows, as they'll be able to add a Union monster from the deck to the hand. Man, this is going to be amazing. Now, since they can chain block the Berserker of the Tinye too, with the normal summon of Union Hanger, or yeah, is it Union Hanger? Heavy mech support platform. Wow, that card's just getting ignored by name. Normal summoning the heavy mech support armor to be able to special summon a monster, a Union monster from the graveyard to the side of the field, but not before protecting it with that Union Hanger to special summon Buster Drake. This is pretty good right now, as the Draker, Berserker, Tinye can't banish the Union or the heavy mech support armor. Buster Drake gets summoned, and then of course that monster from the graveyard gets summoned to the side of the field. ABC realizing, I don't know why they did that, because they're going to go into the deck again, like twice. So they're going to use all three of their monsters for a link summon into Nightmare Unicorn. Unicorn's effect with double Buster Drake will trigger. That is pretty cool. And it looks like Tinye does have a decision. They're going to lose as Unicorn discards a Assault Core. They're going to go ahead and banish the Buster Drake because it is the last thing on the chain, but it kind of does not matter. They're still going to get the double searches and double Sea Crush Wyvern, and it's not looking really good for Rockets, but they still theoretically have a turn, as ABC doesn't have the ability to be able to put double C into the graveyard to make double Buster Drake. There's no cards for ABC Dragon Buster to banish, so this is still looking really solid for for Rokket to be able to possibly still play into this game. An A, a B, and a C are going to be banished for the summon of the ABC Dragon Buster. And then it looks like, whoa, the other C is going to be discarded for the Galaxy Soldier. Unfortunate for ABC, both of the other Galaxy Soldiers are banished by Pot of Desires, but it does not matter because A, B, and C are in the graveyard to be able to fusion summon the second ABC Dragon Buster. Whoa, just when we thought it was enough for Rokket to be able to come back, they don't even get an opportunity. ABC snatching the game right out of their hands. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. And if you really did, consider joining our Patreon. We have so many games for you guys. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.